Hi. Okay. I pulled some oracle cards. I'm dealing with a person who's watching who has had a life really influenced by others. Like maybe you had people, siblings, a lot of outside influence, a lot of perspectives on who you think on who people thought you should be, who they think you will be, what you should choose, what you should wear, what you should be. And it was a lot for you as someone who can feel a lot and understand a lot, or can feel a lot, but maybe at a young age couldn't understand everything that was being put on your plate. I feel like you're in a time of looking at those influences and exploring and kind of parsing out whose voices said what and who are you really, because I feel like you've lived your life with certain beliefs about yourself, certain understandings about yourself, and those things are really falling apart. They don't fit anymore. Um, in some ways, they hardened you and it put pressure on you. But really, like it's like from the outside, maybe they thought these influences were working. They thought what they were doing was helpful and good, and what their responsibility was to shape you. But really, I think it gave you a hardened exterior, and maybe just masking. It created some sort of disconnection between the world that you presented and what was inside. And I feel like if someone were to cut your little soul open and look, it would be the most magnificent, beautiful uh, gem or crystal, or it would be the most magical thing someone has ever seen. They'd be like, "Wow, how does this happen? How did this person get this way with all of these layers and colors and textures?" And you would never know unless you looked inside. This is grown out of resilience, a resiliency, right? To, I mean, aren't diamonds created out of the pressure, out of the heat, out of a combination of things? I feel like you've been so freaking resilient, and maybe at times you just see a person who's, just a person going about their life, and you don't realize that how much within you is so beautiful. And maybe at times you do. Maybe at times you let people into this space and people are like, wow, there's so much to this person um, than meets the eye. I think you had days where you thought you would always just be a shell of yourself. And even in those times, you were actually very beautiful. So there's some sort of disconnect between how you see yourself and who you really are. What people see from the outside, but who you are on the inside is this magical creature. And you could, even in the most dull environments, in the most harsh conditions be some sort of hope, some sort of gift. You have so many gifts. Sorry, it all comes out sometimes. I can't control it. Like, well, you are so gifted beyond what I think you give yourself credit for. But it's because you've not ever had time to slow down and really just know who you are and cultivate who you are. I feel like this is being reflected back to you, or something about you need people that will reflect this back to you, this beauty. But people see you as people in your environment see you as a gift. Like they see you as a gift. I just realized my mic is not plugged in, so I hope you can hear this. It also, you work in environments that are very gritty, or you are in environments that are very gritty and very harsh that maybe other people couldn't do. Like they couldn't stay in those places because only people who really have been through shit can be in places that you can be in. And yet there's such a freaking beauty to you. I want to show you these cards so you can see kind of the visual that I'm seeing. It's like almost like you were forced to live without a lot of extras and to not expect or have wants or needs or desires for yourself. And it's interesting. It's like in these environments, you feel safest to open up, or they match some layers of you. But then when you open up, you bring kind of this natural beauty to the environment. You bring this natural essence to the environment that connects with the environment. You're not above the environment, you're within it, bringing that with you. Oh, that makes sense. We really hit that down. I think we nailed that down. Take what resonates. Now, this came out of the tarot just now. I didn't really ask a question. The first thing that I thought was, you're underestimated. You're definitely underestimated in your space. You don't like to be seen. You hide. You hide a lot of your thoughts, your words, maybe even your intelligence. And you leave maybe just a few things behind for people to really kind of pick up on. Interesting. 7 of Swords. A little sneak. You're sneaky. But not in like, I'm really getting like somebody who has been unseen for a long time and can fly under the radar. You can fly under any sort of radar. And you keep a lot of thoughts to yourself. It's interesting because they're carrying the 5 of Swords. I mean, you probably have this ability to really be scrappy with your words. You might be trying to hide a lot of the times the things you really think and the things you really feel, because you know that you have the potential to, I don't know, just really shoot the shit. You just can really shoot the shit. And I think that's awesome. Maybe you're trying to keep it professional in a workspace. But there's something about this balance within you that draws people in. And because you've had people think about you a certain way or make assumptions about you or tell you who you are, you're just like, okay, well, keep thinking that way. And maybe some of that formed you and maybe hardened you against, made you a little rebellious. But you're moving in ways that people can't really, they can't pin you down. You're not pin downable. And I don't know how intentional this is. I don't think you wake up and you're like, okay, this is my intention to be this way. It's just how you naturally move. There's some sort of, there's some sort of natural proclivity to protect yourself from how others might think or feel. Protect the most beautiful parts of you. You're careful where you play your games and how you play them. Ooh, you're very smart. You're very, very smart. You're very intuitive. And now we have out this energy, this Nine of Cups. There's a lot of hiding what's below the surface here. Presenting the right emotions, having the right emotions, the right thoughts and feelings. You know what I heard? And if this is two different energies, I feel like this could all be your energy. But if this is two different energies, I feel like someone's like saying, I'm completely self-satisfied as I am. And you're like, okay, great. I'm just going to be over here. You're not going to let someone know it seems like if this is two energies, two people are giving very little away. Someone is self-satisfied and presenting like they're emotionally completely cool and have everything they need. And the other person's like, I'm not going to fight you on that. Good for you. I feel like that one is you. At the same time, though, here, I'm going to call you out a little bit. I feel like you're pretending that something is enough when it's not enough. If you want more, you're going to have to let it in more. If you want something different, you're going to have to let something in. But you certainly aren't going to be giving to somebody who, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who, you may not be connecting with this read. I'm so sorry. But I feel like I'm connecting with someone who has been through so much shit that somebody who comes along who thinks they're owed is not going to get very far with you, because you have never, ever, ever expected somebody to owe you. And so for somebody to come along and think that you owe them something or treat you in a particular kind of way that's degrading in some aspect, you won't be having that. You've been through too much. You've lived through so much. It would be laughable to you. Can you talk to me about, oh, okay. Somebody knows that you're this. Somebody knows that you are this. Okay? You are this gift. You are gifted. You are, somebody knows who you are. Okay? Or they can see who you are. Maybe at one point you opened up and they got a glimpse into who you are. But overall, you're the, I just heard you're the beginning and ending of situations for the most part. Take what resonates. You are okay with closing the cycle. You're okay with being misunderstood, and at the same time, that's what makes you so dang sought after. It's this whatever, do what you want to do, dude. Or, people might have you on a pedestal. Because you've been in these harsh environments for so long, you might make something look really freaking easy. So freaking easy. But they don't know. They don't know the pressure that you've been under. You look like the full picture. I know that this also can mean distance and travel, being at a distance. Maybe somebody misses your friendship, misses your presence, misses your, I think maybe you've given this person little thoughts and hints to go on. Maybe for a while you were still allowing them in, and then you went full, just into your own world, just living in your environment, doing what you're doing, proceeding with the tasks at hand. Somebody feels grief. Somebody feels definitely emotional. There's a water sign here, and I'm not going to mess around with that. There's fixed energy. There's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we have full earth here. Somebody hides the loss of you, the regret of losing you. Somebody does. I'm all over the place, y'all. Somebody misses. I feel like you gave them a chance to follow, to pursue, and they haven't? Okay, let's see if there's anything else before I go to bed. What this person doesn't understand, or yeah, is that they participate in a system that has broken you and harmed you. They played a role in forcing you to become as resilient as you are now. They forced you to contort, to play into different situations. They were harmful. They didn't allow you to be a person that they could really open up. You had to figure things out on your own for a long time. And they shut the door to any connection to helping you up, helping you financially, helping care for you. They purposefully kept you out. And you had to go figure it out. You had to figure out your money. You had to figure out what you were going to do. And you made it. You've become, I don't know if you've become super wealthy, but you're making it. You're making it. You're making it in life without them. You were forced to leave, and so you left. Oh my God. I feel like this formed some sort of like poet in you, some sort of depth of emotion in you. It formed you beautifully because there's someone here. There's someone who sees and is not going to let you get away. There's somebody who sees and all that you are. They can read you really well. And maybe you even offered them a small, like, little love offer, but you didn't know that what was coming back your way was like, I love you as much as you love me. Like if you love me, like, you don't even know how much I love you. It's like you're going to be met with a love that you might be like, wow, I find this person really interesting. I'm going to say hi, or I'm going to say something emotional or something. I don't know, make an emotional offer, or just connect emotionally with someone. And I don't know, it's like they're going to come back with like a bigger, like they see that you've been out in the cold. They see all that you've been through and all that you are. And you might tell them, okay, that's a little too much. That's a little more than, I've been living inside of here for a while, and I've been living inside of here. I've been making it through this situation of being cast out into make something out of nothing. And I'm going to need a minute to process how much love you're bringing me, even though I feel that love too. Like, I need some time. You might feel defensive, you might feel protective, but it's going to transform you, because it's like, even if you were to try to make it go away, that, I don't know, it's like, oh man, wow. Oh boy, that's really beautiful. It's like, no matter what you do, the money and the love, no matter what you do, the things that are coming for you are going to be unconditional and loving. And I think you step out of some sort of character. I think you make some sort of vulnerable move, and you are shocked. I think you're going to be shocked and surprised when it comes toward you, even more fully than you ever thought. It's gonna send you into, like, I need boundaries, everybody. Because I've literally been floating in a desert rock space. Nobody really knows who I am, and I enjoy this environment the most. And then you're gonna try to run and it's just gonna follow you. It's your fortune coming for you. No matter what you do, you will not be able to, and it's going to transform you as well. It's going to tell you that you don't need to do it all on your own, that the love was always in you and a part of you. And you know that that's true, because when you make this move, this small move, you're going to realize your impact on people. You're going to realize what you mean to somebody, or to some peoples. The love is going to be returned tenfold. And every nightmare that you've had, every loss that you've had, every identity that someone has pushed on you or taken from you is going to be made right and made whole, you know? But I see you not really understanding that, because you have a disconnect. I think you have a disconnect from your own beauty and your own gifts. You don't see yourself this way. You don't. But you will when it starts following you around. It's going to transform your life. And you are going to transform people's lives, or a person's life. You're going to transform. Ooh, be ready to receive. Be ready to receive. Get ready. Okay, love you, bye. This is a long read. And yeah, I love you. So excited for you.